Really good football team. Congratulations, Coach Heupel. They are a team that should compete for a national championship. They've got weapons all over the place. They played really, really clean. We didn't play good enough, obviously. We've got to get better and learn from this. I know people are going to think it's an excuse. It's not. We got a really young football team. And they saw today how far away they are from where they need to be to compete at the highest level. And we got to watch it. We got to get better from it. That's a hurt, disappointed football team right now, but there's nothing they can do about it. They got to learn and get better and keep moving on. But the encouraging thing was the leadership took charge in the second half and made sure we finished the game, and then in the locker room even afterwards. Guys like Caleb John, Matt Harmon, calling people up and really talking about how we need to respond from this performance. But congratulations to them, and we got to move on and play the next game. So open up questions.
Let's start with the AP.
Yep.
Considering your preparation leading up to the game, what did you see from your team on the field tonight?
You know what? I think there was a mismatch in personnel to start, and I think our coaches try to do the best they can to simplify it and allow us to play fast, which you're going to give things up when that happens. What I was disappointed with, we didn't knock the ball down when we had chances to. That means just tackling the ball, okay, and using the tackling circuit. I think some of our guys, again, in the moment, went away from what they know and what they've been taught, and they've got to watch it. They've got to learn from that.
And then what was your reason for not going with the running double?
Because that's not who we are. That's not who we are as a football team. That's not who we are as a culture. There's a lot of teams that lost today with lump sums. They're not getting running clocks, okay? So, no, football game is a football game. I talked to our captains about it. They said absolutely not. I said absolutely not. It's just not who we are at all. As a program, as a football program, no way. And I think the second half you saw their response to it. They came back. They fought a little bit. And that's what their coach said to us at the end of the game. The fight in the second half was impressive. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach, how can this be a learning experience for a guy like a true freshman in Elijah Williams?
Yeah.
Do you have an update on that?
Yeah, he got his ankle rolled up there a little bit. We tried to do some stuff to help him out because we knew Coach Limeger has been doing this for a long time, and he knew a freshman center going into this atmosphere might get overwhelmed and the ball would go over. So we moved Tony George to center and let him play a little bit with his snaps, and then we had some pressures of the situation, emotion, snapped the ball a little bit too early and stuff like that. But I think Elijah's going to grow from it, going to learn from it and get better. That's all he can do. He's a true freshman, guys. Same with J.J. Etheridge, who got manned up a little bit today, and Deshaun Martin. Those are three true freshmen who started today in this game, and it's going to be great for the future. But they learned that they're a long ways away, and they got work to do, which is good. And then, Alex Branch went out with an injury in the first drive, so Tevin Tucker had to go in there, a redshirt freshman. And again, he was in position a lot of times, but didn't knock the ball down. He got tackled the ball. So there's a lot of things for this football team they can learn from and get better with, and we've got to do that. And I know it's going to be whatever people got to say. What I care about are those young men in the four walls in there. They're heartbroken, which is a good sign to me because it matters to them. And their response in the second half shows you it matters to them with how they play. And we got to get healthy. I think that's a big thing right now. I think we're a little depleted at running back as well. We got to get healthy, and we got to get our horses back for this game next week, but even more so conference play. We're playing some teams that are more manageable for us.
We saw a couple new running backs today, including Lowe and Cade Wolford.
Yep.
What did you see out of those guys, and what can we expect if we're going to see them more often?
Again, two young guys again. Went out there. Cade Wolford's a true freshman. I just wanted to see what he can do a little bit. You get 4 games to put them in and see what they can do and if they're ready. I'll watch the tape on the cuff. I thought he did some good things. I thought J.D. Sherrod did some good things, another redshirt freshman quarterback. So we'll watch the tape. We'll see what we can get out of those guys moving forward.
What went into your decision to go with J.D. there in the first half?
I think the score is what it is. Give someone else a chance. See if they can move the sticks, get the offense going a little bit. And I thought he did a good job with that. He brings another element with the run game. Tommy's nursing a finger. It's pretty banged up, so I didn't want to throw him out there. That was a decision before the game was even made that he would be an emergency case guy. But I was impressed with what JD did. I think he's got a bright future for sure.
And let's go into our virtual contingent. And Dimitri, if you'll unmute and ask your questions for Coach. Dimitri, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Coach, what did you think about the coach's performance in It's a tough environment. So what do you think of that?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
No, you're good. talk about the offensive line and how they looked and once they settled down a little bit in a hostile environment.
Yeah, I thought they got better as it went a little bit. You know, we stabbed ourselves in the foot a couple times there with the ball snapping over the head and manageable situations and getting us behind the sticks. We can't do that. We can't recover from that. We're not there yet as an offense to recover from that. But you know, I think everybody talks about the Tennessee offense, which is really good. But the biggest jump to me and why they're a national championship contender is how good their defense is. And we knew that coming in. We knew we'd have some uphill battles up front. We did the best we can to try to manage those. But I thought our offensive line, they went out and they fought. That's all they could do. They went out and fought, and they got to come back and learn from it and play better next week.
Dimitri, any other questions that you got for Coach? Anybody else here? All right, Coach, we'll see you on Monday and get ready for Penn
Yep.
State.
Thanks. Go Flashes. King Grit.